The bank does not look at your age, it looks at your balance. The less you have, the more it takes. The more you have, the more it protects. The question is not whether the rules change, it is when. The number on your screen has a minus sign in front of it. You stare at it like it might disappear if you blink, but it does not. You have been careful your whole life. You never stiffed anyone, and your bills were always paid on time. But this month, your prescription came out a few days early. You paid for 4 months of medication at once, and for one day, just one day, your balance dipped below zero. Your bank does not care that it was medicine. The bank sees a number, and that number went below zero. That is all. A $35 fee lands. The penalty for being short on money is that you become shorter on money. The fine is bigger than the mistake. You look at the screen, you are not even angry, just tired. Then another charge clears, a small subscription you forgot to cancel. The system sees that you are already negative, and it charges another $35. Now, because a prescription came out a few days early, you owe your bank more than $70. You call. You have banked here your whole life. Your paycheck came here, and your children's tuition went out from here. The hold music loops 3 times. A person picks up and reads from a script. They cannot reverse the fee at this time. You ask for a supervisor. Someone will call you back within 48 hours. Nobody calls back. The next morning, an automatic payment fails. A late fee lands, another charge bounces, and another fee lands. A prescription, bought a few days early, has grown to nearly $200, growing on its own in a direction you never approved. This week, you do not put the $20 in your grandchild's birthday card, because the money to put in it briefly disappeared. You send the card alone, quietly, so no one notices. You never once asked anyone for help in your whole life, and now you are doing math over $20. This kind of scarcity is not hunger. It is silent. Nobody sees it because you have learned how to look fine. Friday, you walk into the branch. The teller looks at the screen, and her face changes in a way you have seen before. Not angry, not pitying, colder than that. On that screen, you stop being a person and become a mark. Not a name, a risk score. You turn around without saying what you came to say. Somewhere between the prescription, the call that never came, and the fees that grew on their own, you stopped being a customer. You became a problem to be processed. You are not negative anymore. You pulled the account back. By not spending, by putting things off, by counting every day, you got to $2,000. You held it positive for a week. Nobody clapped. Nobody noticed. The bank notices, just not in a good way. The maintenance fee comes out anyway. $12, and some months, $15. To waive it, they say, your balance has to stay above $1,500. You have $2,000, so you thought you were fine. But one day this month, a medical bill went out, and your balance briefly dropped below $1,500. The system caught that one day, and the fee lands. You are paying the bank for the privilege of holding the little money you have. You log in, and the money is gone overnight. No warning, no alert. The system does not explain, it executes. You apply for a credit card. They offer you a secured card. You put down $300 of your own money as collateral, and if you carry a balance into the next month, they charge interest on top of it. You read the offer twice. To give you credit, they want to hold your own money first. You do not take it. So on a Tuesday, when the pharmacy bill and the heating bill land in the same week, you have nothing to fall back on. You push your doctor's appointment to next week. You go into the branch to ask about the fee. The teller is helping the person ahead of you, smiling and asking about their grandchildren. When it is your turn, the smile changes. Professional, trained. The air in the room shifts, and without anyone saying a word, you become a different category of person. She processes your request in 40 seconds. She does not ask if there is anything else. She does not tell you to have a nice day. The next person steps up, and the smile comes back. You walk to the door feeling something you have never been able to name. You were not refused. You were not insulted. You were just moved through, like luggage on a belt. At $2,000, the bank does not see you as a customer. At $2,000, the bank does not see you at all. You exist on their books. You do not exist in their attention. Something changes. Not in your account, but in the way the bank sees you. A retirement payout comes in. Maybe money left over from downsizing the house. Either way, for the first time, 5 figures sit comfortably in your account. A week later, the phone rings. It is the same bank that was charging you fees, but the voice is different now. Warm, unhurried. They would like to move you to a relationship tier. The maintenance fee disappears. If you overdraft, they will let one slide without a fee. The same bank that hit you with $35 twice over an early prescription last year is now offering on its own to look the other way on a mistake. And here is the part that stings. Walk into that same branch now, and the teller who looked at you coldly 6 months ago looks up and smiles, calls you by name, asks if you would like to sit down. You are the same person. Same habits, same mistakes. The only thing that changed is one number, but that one number rewrote the rules. The rule that punished you when your balance was below zero now forgives you. Same bank, same you, different balance. Now you get a person, not a phone tree, not a script. A name, a card, someone who has your direct number. They call it a relationship manager. When something goes wrong, you do not listen to hold music 3 times. You text that person, and they text back. When your balance was below zero, you waited 48 hours and never got a call. Now, with $500,000, you get an answer in 48 minutes. Fees are adjusted now. Before you even ask, the manager takes them off. Your loan rate is not the number in the advertisement. It is a number calculated for you. When you had only $2,000, you had to hand over $300 of your own money as collateral, and you could still face an interest rate near 24%. Now, with $500,000, you are offered unsecured credit at a far lower rate. The same bank offers credit on completely different terms. Your credit did not change, your balance did. Here, the bank's job itself changes. Until now, the bank was the one taking something from you. Fees, interest, time. Now it turns around and starts protecting your money. They call it private banking. A team forms around you. They show you how to keep more of what you built. They bring you strategies for passing wealth to your children more efficiently. When your account was nearly empty, you did math over a $20 bill in a birthday card. Now, with $5 million, you sit with a team whose job is to keep millions from slipping away. Same bank, the one that charged you $35 for an early prescription when your balance was below zero, now assigns a team to protect every dollar it can. And here is what you need to hear. That protection at the top was never a reward for being a better person. You were the same person at the bottom. The service you receive now is something you would have deserved when your balance was below zero. The balance is the only thing that decided whether you got it. At the bottom, the system punishes you. At the top, the system protects you. And somewhere in between is where most of us are standing. By now, one thing is clear. The bank does not look at whether you are a good person or an honest one. It looks at your balance. And depending on that number, the same rules can punish you or forgive you. This is not a reason to be angry. It is a reason to know. And wherever you stand financially, there are a few things you can check tonight. First, overdraft fees. The amount varies by bank. Some banks have reduced or eliminated these fees. Others may still charge around $35 per transaction. Some may also add daily or continuous overdraft fees while the account remains negative. Do not assume. Check your bank's current fee schedule. Second, ATM withdrawals and one-time debit card transactions. Under the federal rule known as Regulation E, a bank cannot charge you an overdraft fee on those transactions unless you opted into that service. But this protection does not apply in the same way to checks, ACH payments, or recurring electronic payments. Ask whether you are enrolled in overdraft coverage for ATM withdrawals and one-time debit card purchases. You can opt out for those transactions. Third, fees you have already paid. Some banks may reverse a first or rare fee as a courtesy. It is not guaranteed. Call and say, "I have banked here for years. and this was a rare mistake. Could you reverse this fee as a one-time courtesy? If they say no, ask for a supervisor. If the charge may violate federal rules or your account agreement, you can submit a complaint to the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau or the CFPB. Go to consumerfinance.gov. Companies generally respond within 15 days. In some cases, a final response may take up to 60 days. Fourth, maintenance fees. Most accounts waive the monthly fee if you meet a condition, such as a minimum balance, a direct deposit, or a certain number of transactions. Just knowing your account's waiver threshold can stop $12 to $15 from leaking out every month. Fifth, relationship benefits. Ask whether balances in checking, savings, certificates of deposit, brokerage, or retirement accounts can be combined when the bank decides your relationship tier. Ask what tier you are in. Ask what fees, service benefits, or rate discounts may come with it. One fact runs through all of this. At the bottom, or at the top, the system rarely tells you the best answer first, not until you ask. So do not just look at your balance. Look at what tier that balance has sorted you into, and look at what you are allowed to ask for from inside it. Subscribe, and we will keep tracing how money treats you differently, and the systems behind it.